Alright, y'all, so welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time. It's been forever. I'm really trying to look at my phone. My last video was a year ago. January 17th, 2021. That was my last video, right? So clearly I've been going for a long time and a lot has happened since then. If it's crooked, y'all, I'm sorry. I haven't picked up a camera in so long. I haven't set up a camera in so long. So at this point, it is what it is. The lighting isn't the best because I'm in my little bar area. So yeah, my ring lights is packed away somewhere. Anyway, so where have I been, y'all? Alright, so if y'all don't know, my last job, I was a resident director. So if you don't know what a resident director is, you basically oversee a housing facility for whatever university you work for. If you don't know the university I used to work for, I don't care to share, but I used to work in the housing department. So if you work in the housing department, you, as a resident director, let me be clear, if you work in the housing department as a resident director, you live in the building you oversee. So I was the resident director of a freshman dorm, okay, a freshman dorm, and it was one of the oldest buildings on campus, and it was not the best living situation. It was just no privacy. It just wasn't a conducive living space for, one, me trying to be a YouTuber, two, being in a relationship, and three, for a young adult like me that want to do what the fuck she want to do. So I kind of was just in a funk there. I started working there in 2018. I left 2021. September 2021. So I just left a few months ago because it's February, so September, October, November, December, January, February. I left 5 months ago. So it just wasn't a happy space for me. I honestly, moving to my new place now, I kind of came to the conclusion that I was in a depressive state at my old place. I didn't know, like, you know, to me, I just felt like I was going through the motions, or I was just surviving, you know, doing what I had to do. But coming to my own place, to my own space where I'm finding true happiness here, it only makes me realize how unhappy I was previously, which I didn't know. I just knew I wasn't myself. I knew I wasn't happy. I knew my relationship was going through stuff, but I didn't understand why. Like, I couldn't put the pieces together. My boyfriend kept saying, like, why are you like this? Like, why are you so mean? Like, why are you so short with me? Why are you acting like you don't love me? Why are you acting like I'm bothering you? Why are you acting like you don't want to be around me? And I just didn't have no answers, and I really don't want to cry, but I just wasn't feeling it. And then it was like the job. I really didn't like the job. I ended up going back to housing because, if you don't know, I used to be an RA and an SRA, which is a resident assistant, then a senior resident assistant. I used to do that when I was in school. I went back to be an RD because I wanted to get my master's degree. So going back, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna work for a university, get my degree, so I'll get some money off or whatever. I didn't know, one, I couldn't start my education benefits until I finished my probationary period. So me going into it, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going back for school and I'm be out of here. I had to wait an extra year, one, to even start because I had to do my education probation, my employee probationary period. So that pushed me back a year. The probation period wasn't a year, let me make that clear, but I couldn't start my school year in the middle of the year, so I had to wait for a full year to start. I hope that makes sense. Like, if my probationary period took my fall semester, I couldn't start school in the spring semester. I had to start in fall. So if my probationary period was a fall semester, I couldn't start in the middle, so I had to wait for a next fall semester to start. I hope that makes sense. But it ended up pushing me back a year. So I started the job in 2018, but I didn't start school until 2019. So that kind of was like already kind of annoyed because that wasn't my goal. Okay. So 2019 to 2020, I get my degree, right? 2020 to 2021, it kind of was just like, okay, I got my degree. I'm supposed to be out of here. You know what I'm saying? But then COVID happened. Jobs start going virtual. Jobs stopped hiring. And it was just a lot going on. And I didn't want to leave one job I didn't really care for. I don't want to say I hate it. But I didn't want to leave one job I cared for to go to another job that had shit to do with my degree. And I just didn't want to see that. I just didn't want to do that. That wouldn't have made me happy either. So I kind of just stayed there and was in this limbo a little bit. And it just turned me off from a lot of things being there. That's why I didn't want to record. It was no space. Like, my background was junky as fuck. It was clothes everywhere, stuff everywhere. My kitchen, I wanted to do cooking videos. My kitchen wasn't really a kitchen in there. It was just like a stove and a sink. I didn't have no counter. My fridge couldn't even fit in the kitchen. So it just wasn't cute to record in. And for me to record, I gotta be in a happy space. Like, I gotta feel good to record. I can't jump on the camera, feel down, and still record, you know? So that kind of turned me off. And it was just a lot. I wasn't happy in my job. I wasn't happy with my living situation. I wasn't happy in my relationship because my boyfriend was unhappy with me for the way I was acting and treating him, which was totally, understandable. It was just a lot. And then I also felt like, I was by myself a lot because, like, my boyfriend, where we lived, he worked somewhere else. So he would leave and go to work. And I would kind of just be there by myself, kind of. And I don't know. And then, like, I would go home to my mom's every, like, weekend probably. But that only solved the issue temporarily while I was there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I was just in an unhappy space. I couldn't get on nobody's camera and make videos and just be my fun, goofy self that I'm used to being because I wasn't feeling it. And I don't know. Like, when I moved and I felt happiness, I didn't feel that for a long time. Like, it was a long time since I felt what that felt like. And when I moved, that's when I realized, like, damn, I was really in a not so good space. And it took me getting out of that situation to realize what my problem was, So I moved. I'm trying to hold the tear in, bitch. So I left the job in September, and then I had to move back into my mom's house for a month and a half probably, to wait for our apartment to be done because so me and my boyfriend moved back into my mom's house for a year and a half. For a month and a half. Because we had to wait for our apartment to be renovated and then we could move in. So that was like a whole nother thing, right? Because mind you, like I said, my last job was a living job. So I knew whatever job I got, I had to find housing. And I was just doing job applications, doing interviews, doing job applications, and not really securing no housing or not knowing where the fuck I'm gonna live. Because my whole thing was, bitch, I always got a place in my mom's house. Even if I'm sleeping in the living room, in the fucking basement, any fucking where. Long as my mom got a house, long as my sisters got a house, long as my brothers got a house, I got somewhere to go. You know, so the housing part was going to come, but of course I wanted it to be set up by the time I started my new job. So I'm kind of like, yo, when I say I was calling like fucking 10 places a day, like, do y'all got this available? Do y'all have this available? How much is this rent? What's included in the rent? Like, oh my God. And I was just setting viewings, but I still worked at my other job. So I was setting appointments, telling my boyfriend, all right, this time at this time, you gotta go to this place on this day. Like, listen, I was scheduling all these viewings. He would go view these apartments. He would FaceTime me because I couldn't physically go because I had to work. So I'm just like, oh nah, when you on your way to work, you're gonna stop here and view these apartments. It was a stressful situation, but nonetheless, y'all, I'm happy. The best part to me about being an RD was my staff. That was probably like the best part for me. Like, I had 3 different staffs, so every experience was different. Like, I had a staff that they loved each other. They always wanted to hang out together. They would cook together. They would run to the store together. I had a staff that didn't like each other, couldn't mesh, barely talked, didn't want to be around each other. It was just like, it was weird. And then my third staff, was that my third one? I had 1, 2, 3. Wait. Actually, I had 3 staffs fully, but then this last staff I had, that was my 4th staff, but I was only with them for a month because I left. So yeah, that was kind of hard because I didn't get to really build that relationship and that connection with them like I do my other RAs. But that was the best part to me. Like, you have so many different personalities and stuff. But anyway, the job was very demanding for your pay and your stay. The living situation, it was free, but you didn't want to live there. And then the pay wasn't the best, but I mean, you getting free housing, and even if it's not housing that you absolutely love, it's somewhere to rest your head, you know. So you gotta take the pros and the cons, but you're basically on call 24/7. If something goes wrong with your building, they're calling your phone. Like, if a parent has a concern, they're calling your phone no matter what time it is. If anything is going on campus, they're calling your phone. Is your building secure? Is your students secure? What's happening in room 300? Why is the ceiling leaking? Why is the fucking bed falling apart? Why the desk chair look like that? Like, shit you have no control over, you gotta find the answers for it. And it was just becoming way too much for me, because it's just like, I can't give answers I don't have. Bitch, I don't fix showers, okay? I don't fix furniture. I don't buy furniture. I'm not picking up no furniture. I'm not a handyman. I'm not a delivery man. I'm not security. Like, bitch, y'all are giving me too many fucking hats. It's too many hats for me to not be equipped. Oh, what am I doing on my phone? For me to not be equipped with the information I need to answer questions, for me to not be equipped with the tools I need to answer questions, bitch, don't ask me no fucking questions. Like, I don't have anything for you. Like what it, like, listen, it just wasn't for me. And I was, what, 24 when I started the job, or 23 turning 24 starting the job. I'm 27 now. Like, it's shit I want to do. Like, I don't want to get cute and go out and I'm trying to sneak out and all I hear is, oh, Miss Reid, where you going? Oh, Miss Reid. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, all right, yeah, at first it was cute. Like, oh, mind your business. But after a while, it's like, okay, now come the fuck on now. Like, y'all like 18 to 20 or some shit like that. I'm 24, 25, baby. I'm in my prime, okay? I'm outside. Like, I don't want everybody in my business knowing when I walk in, knowing when I walk out. Like, what the fuck? Knowing where I live at. Knocking on my apartment door and shit. Like, it was too much. It was too much. Somebody broke into my apartment. Like, baby, that's a whole nother story, okay? Somebody broke into my apartment. I was traumatized. And they stole some little shit, but it was the fact that somebody invaded me like that. Like, I never felt that invaded before. Like, the fact that somebody was in my shit. I'm gonna make a story time for that separately, but just so y'all know, I went through a lot. Active shooting drills and bomb threats. I wasn't there for the bomb threats. Thank you for that one. But like, just the life of being in 24/7, let's say 24/7 college worker, it's a lot. Shooting, stealing, like, no, I don't get paid enough for this, and I'm not living the way I want to live for this. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get the fuck up out of there. But now I'm in a much happier space. I'm in a better space. I'm happy now. Like, I'm genuinely happy now. So I feel like I could record now. And I'll probably do an apartment tour. You know, we only been here 5 months. We still getting it together. But baby, my shit look good. Let me show y'all my little hookah stuff right here. Baby, don't play with me, okay? Don't play with me. So I might show y'all a little apartment tour, but I don't really want nobody noticing my apartment, because I really don't want nobody to know where I live at. Only my close family and friends know where we live, because for my birthday we had like a game night / housewarming. So only the people really close to me know where I live. But other than that, I'm not really interested in sharing my address and all that. So I don't know. I might do a little apartment tour, but you know, for right now, I'm just happy. I'm better. I want to do cooking videos. That's like the main thing I want to do, is cooking videos, because I post on the Instagram all the time, like food I cook, and everybody always writing me. But anyway, any fucking way, this video was just to tell y'all I was going through some shit. Now I'm not, okay? So I'm gonna be back. I don't know how consistent I'm gonna be. I'm gonna try to be, because I cook a lot now. I do more now. I got some story times now that I couldn't share before, because I was still working and living at the same place, but now I'm not. So I could drop a little tea for y'all. So yeah, what's up? So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next video. My next video is definitely going to be when I got robbed, or somebody broke into my apartment and stole my stuff, because that, baby, listen, that's gonna be my next video, okay? So, and I got some old ass videos in the tuck that I recorded but never put up. I don't know why, but I was watching one the other day. That shit was still good. So yeah, I'm gonna still drop that. But anyway, I'm back, y'all. I'm back, and I'm really gonna try. And I really apologize for my absence, but mentally I wasn't there, but now I am. And if I'm not 100%, I'm getting there. I'm getting better. So Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video.